Welcome back to the Ed Show. Now, at last night's Republican debate, the Tea Party debate, I think that there was a defining moment for the Tea Party and just who they are. It was when Congressman Ron Paul was asked who should pay health care coverage for an uninsured 30-year-old after a serious accident.
He needs intensive care for 6 months. Who pays?
That's what freedom is all about, taking your own risk. This whole idea that you have to prepare and take care of everybody.
But, Congressman, are you saying the society should just let him die?
No. I practiced medicine before we had Medicaid.
Yeah, was the response from several audience members about whether society should let the man die. Not a single candidate, it should be pointed out, not a single candidate on the stage stepped forward to say it would be morally wrong to let another American die by withholding medical care. And no one in the audience voiced any disapproval. Keep in mind that this audience had no problem booing opposing viewpoints throughout the entire debate. It makes me think of something said on the House floor nearly 2 years ago by a Democratic congressman from Florida.
If you get sick in America, this is what the Republicans want you to do. If you get sick, America, the Republican health care plan is this. Die quickly. That's right. The Republicans want you to die quickly if you get sick.
Congressman Alan Grayson was criticized by Republicans for those comments, but since then, the GOP still has not proposed any alternative health care plan. They just want to rip apart what they call Obamacare. And since Republicans continue to pander to the Tea Party base, they don't have to. They just need to let them die. The former congressman from Florida who is running for that congressional seat again, Alan Grayson, joins us tonight here on The Ed Show. Congressman, good to have you with us tonight. A couple of things. First of all, what was your feeling when you were watching that debate last night? You saw the question, you saw the response, and you got the response from the crowd. What were you thinking?
I thought their true colors are shining through. That's what I thought. And, you know, I'm often proven right, but usually not so vividly. I have to say that this encapsulates exactly what people fear about the Tea Party, the so-called Tea Party, that they just love the taste of blood in their mouths. And that's what this seems to come down to. You know, they call themselves pro-life, but if you listen to them last night, it seemed that they were pro-death. And I think it's sad.
Well,
I mean, look, this is the fact. We have a country with 50 million people who can't see a doctor when they're sick. And the Republicans, the Tea Party people, they seem to want to blame you if you have liver cancer. It's your fault. Well, it's not your fault. And I think we can show a basic human decency toward other people without losing our own. I wonder about these people who seem to have lost their own. You know, we're 50th in the world now in life expectancy. Canadians live about 2 years longer. Japanese people live about 4 years longer. And yet we pay 30% more for our health care than any other country in the entire world. Are you telling me we can't do better than this?
Well, I was thinking last night that this may be the same line of thinking when the audience responded to the Texas execution question that was put to Governor Rick Perry last week. Is there a parallel between the reaction to that question and answer as the one we saw last night on health care?
Yes. What the parallel is sadism. That's what the parallel is, a total lack of empathy. You know, if you ever saw the movie Blade Runner, the way you could tell the difference in the movie between the robots and the human beings, the only way, because technology was so advanced, is that the robots had no empathy. Seems to me that's a good description lately of what I hear from the Tea Party. No empathy. Now, they just don't care.
Do you think that any of those, well, first of all, I'm surprised that none of those candidates stepped up and took that answer last night, because I thought it would have been an opportunity for them to distance themselves from the radical. Does this mean that they're all radical?
Oh, absolutely. You know, they're catering to the basest instinct in every single one of us. And whatever you may say about President Obama, good or bad, he has never done that. Never once have I heard the president try to push the panic button, which is such an easy thing to do when you're an elected official. Never once have I heard him to appeal to hatred or to fear, and they do that incessantly on the other side, nonstop, and they've got an audience for it, judging from what I heard.
49.9 million people in this country don't have health insurance, and a doctor was on that stage last night pushing for the free market. I think we are a better country than that. Congressman Alan Grayson, good to have you with us tonight. I appreciate you joining us.
Thank you,
Texas Governor Rick Perry's 2012 strategy seems to be, hey, just go ahead and get out there and make stuff up, and then maybe nobody will notice. Well, I noticed. Perry's going in the zone. And later, Michelle Bachmann went after Rick Perry last night over mandatory vaccinations in Texas. Now she's peddling a story that those vaccinations cause mental retardation. Heidi Harris and Mike Papantonio weigh in on that on a debate tonight. Stay with us.